guys, it's Amelia. Thought I'd do a live show again. I just really like it. I don't know why. I just do. It's fun. And a lot easier than uploading videos and editing and all that stuff. Anyways, what I'm doing today is I'm running really late on my daily schedule, that's for sure. I decided to not go on a walk this morning, which stunk because I like going on walks, but so I didn't go on a walk because I woke up too late because we got home really late from a baseball game, which was fun. But so instead of going on a walk, I cleaned my house, which was not fun. But now it's time to get to work. So I got my tea. I have some coffee brewing too because I'm going to need some coffee, I think. My tea, I made a cold brew, which is really easy to do. It's just, I just get a pickle jar and I put the tea I want in it, fill it up with water, put it in the fridge for a day, and it cold brews it. This is, what did I put in this? I put spearmint, jasmine, green tea, and sweet basil. It's really good. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm sure I will say that probably about 5 more times during this live stream because I forget what I say. But so what's everybody up to today? I am getting ready to measure clothing for Posh because I finally got a few items to put on there. So that was fun. So, yeah. I'm really what did I say? Kind of scatterbrained today. We got home probably about 12:30 last night. And probably, and then I overslept really bad this morning. Hate oversleeping. I didn't get up till almost 11, and that's real. I usually get up at least by 7:30, so it really threw my whole day off. But I must have needed to sleep. Hi, Nancy. Yep, that's what I was trying to do, get motivated. I'm just try to jump right in and do it. Hopefully, I can stay motivated. And then I'm thankful that I did my shipping yesterday for the package I had. That way I didn't have to rush around this morning. I could just take it. Then I came home and decided I should clean my floors because even if I always feel like clean floors just make the house look a lot cleaner. I don't know. So I got 3 in a small room too of my floors, and I have 2 more floors to do. But it was getting hot in my house. I have the AC on, but it was getting hot. So I'm like, well, I'm going to take a break. I'll do them tonight. Take a break. I mean, I'm going to go work. Yeah, it's getting rather warm today. I wonder oh my gosh, what the temperature is. I might go on a walk tonight. I don't know. When it's cooler. cooler. It was really nice night last night for the game, though. It was nice and breezy. Beautiful, beautiful night. It's only 84 right now. Feels like 90s. It's not that hot. So I'm measuring clothing. I don't, like, what do you guys measure when you measure clothing? I just measure pit to pit because it's easier for me to do than bust. Okay, so pit to pit. And then I do shoulder to shoulder on most items, unless it's weird. They have weird like straps or something, I won't do them. But shoulder to shoulder, 19. And then I do, if it has long sleeves, I do, I know you're supposed to like measure your sleeve from the middle of the back to the end of the sleeve, but I put in my listings that I just measure from the sleeve seam to the end of the cuff because it's easier. And that's what I tell them exactly how I measure it. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. Working now. What kind of fabric are you measuring? I have a lot of fabric that, well, it's my fabric. Like I have a lot of fabric that I used to use sewing, but I only sew like a couple times a year usually. It's usually like baby blankets and stuff. Christmas. Oh, cool. I used to sew more, but I don't know. Now you can just about find everything you need pretty cheap, but I do usually make baby blankets for like baby showers and stuff for gifts. 25. Then I do total back length. Do you sell fabric pretty good? Or are you... There's a guy with a tractor carrying gravel. I think they're putting new gravel on somewhere on our roads. Hi, going on, Grumpy. Thank you for... Yeah, I find Etsy's better with like crafting stuff that I have. I heard they're raising their fee prices though. So I haven't really looked into it that much on Etsy. I just heard it. And you go investigate, I guess, and read the actual post. I have a few things on Etsy. I don't put a whole lot, but like I put a lot of like vintage crafting stuff on Etsy. maybe if I ever get into jewelry, I'll put some of that on there, but I have a really hard time finding jewelry here. Like, just, even, like, I don't even find jewelry that's, like, expensive, like, price, like, even, like, marked up by thrift stores or anything that is nice jewelry. I just don't find good jewelry. I don't know. I don't know if they are sending their jewelry off or what they're doing, but just don't find it. You sell nothing on Etsy. I only have a few sales every now and again on Etsy, but I don't have a lot of items on Etsy. I only have like 58, I think. So, and it's mostly like vintage crafting or things I just thought would do better. Yeah, even our pure per piece jewelry is not like the greatest. Sometimes I find like some funky stuff. Like, our Salvation Army has pretty good prices on jewelry, but they don't have any like high end, not even good costume jewelry. You'll find them very rarely, which I have done a few. And I've sold a few things that I've got, but most of the time I find kind of funky, like 80s stuff. Like, I found a Cabbage Patch pin, and I sold that on Etsy. You know, just stuff that's not really worth that much unless somebody's like collecting it, or, you know, they really like that Cabbage Patch or whatever. But I just don't find, and I don't think the Salvation Army sends away. I just don't think they get a lot. But I'm pretty sure it's just crazy to me that the thrift stores here, instead of doing bag sales, or, you know, in thrift stores everywhere, instead of doing bag sales or sales that they can, you know, move inventory really fast and get better money than they would just throwing the stuff away or sending it away, they just throw it away. It's like, why don't you guys or they send it away? Why don't you do a bag sale? Fill a bag for $3 or $2 even, or even heck $1. If you're planning on throwing, like Salvation Army, they throw a lot of stuff away. If you're planning on throwing it away, make a little bit of money. I'm sure people would love a bag sale. And if you don't do it, like people don't buy it, then you can get rid of it. But it just is crazy to me. It's one of my little rants. People, we're just so wasteful, it feels like. And like when you go to the bins, you can really, it's kind of like, I love the bins, but it's kind of eye-opening to me. But I don't go to the bins very often. I go like once every 2 months or so, because it's about an 1.5 to 2 hour drive, depending on which way we go. Yeah, I don't go very often. We did go to St. Louis for our anniversary, and we went to 2 bins up there. Kansas has no bins at all. Our closest bin is Kansas City, Missouri. So, I mean, it's really close to Kansas. But we went to St. Louis we went camping for our anniversary up there. And we went to 2 bins up there. And their bins are just so chilled. Like, the one in Kansas City is just like people everywhere digging. The people in charge are just like yelling over the microphone, keep your kids with you, do this, do that. And it's just like, I mean, I'm used to it, but when we went to St. Louis, it was nice and quiet. People were so courteous. I'm just thinking, the only time the people were on the intercom was like telling the other employees that they needed to do something, you know. But they weren't telling them, you know, and they had enough room in the aisles that you could walk with a cart. Kansas City, you're not supposed to take your carts down the aisle. But it was really, but I didn't find a whole lot of stuff. But it was kind of a relaxed bins, I felt like. Both of them were that way. And you didn't have to move out of the way when they brought new bins out. They just kind of done it quietly. They just pulled it away quietly, and then they took them out. Kansas City, you have to get behind a line, and then you have to, the person like walks in front of the crowd of people, and they tell you to walk, and you have to walk up to the bin, and then they make you stand there, and then they say shop, and it's, yeah. It was interesting to see how different they were. But I would like to go on like some more trips and see different. I like going. I do a thrift store route sometimes, like once every 3 months or so. That I live about 20 miles from any town that has a thrift store, 17 to 20 miles. And the ones in the bigger town closest to me, they're okay. The one in the smaller town's awesome because it's really cheap. But I do a route that takes about a day, and it's about, we go about 2 hours away east of me, and we hit like all the small town thrifts, and that's really fun to do. And I usually find okay stuff at them, but it takes forever. Like, it's just like, yeah. But they do have, I like the smaller town thrifts because they're cheaper. That's just that. I wonder what this kind of pattern, this is like a burnout kind. It like has like these little sheer spots on it. I don't know. Really pretty. Oh, here comes the tractor back. I wonder where they're putting all that gravel. Wish they'd put it on our road. Huh. I always find it crazy that they send stuff away because I'm sure people would buy it. Where is that? I always do this. I always lose my tape measure. It's bright yellow. How can I lose it? There it is. Are they crazy? I bet there's a lot of people at them. A lot of people. That's another thing I find crazy is when people are at the bins, it's just like, you know, tooth and nail trying to get stuff. But it's like, I don't like, sometimes I'll go to the new ones and wait, but I usually go after, or like after everyone, and I still find good stuff when I'm there. But it's just sometimes they have like not like really fights, but tiffs about, you know, the stuff. I'm just saying it's just tough. Like there'll be plenty more, but I don't know. I guess I just really don't want to fight over stuff. But I will say Arbonne's and KC, they have like this thing, like if two people want an item, they'll ask beforehand and you can flip a coin. So there's that. Karis. Just yeah, there's a I wanted to go to the community thrift store this weekend, but since there's a festival this weekend, I think they're gonna be closed. So that's like so I'm not gonna go to that. But they're supposed to have a flea market at the little festival things. I might go to that, but I'm sure it's going to be like really expensive. Always, I see people get really good deals at the flea markets, but like a lot of the ones around here are only during like festivals, and there's a few bigger towns that have them like every so often, more on a regular basis. But in general, they're not like really abundant term. And they're usually around festivals and that kind of stuff. They're usually kind of expensive. So but I'll go check it out probably just because. There's supposed to be an auction. I think I'm gonna look that up real quick. Auction this weekend. But the guys, I was at the auction last weekend and they said that there's going to be a lot of Christmas. I think it was this weekend, and I really don't know if I want Christmas stuff. Some of it does well, but one time when I was first starting, well, no, it was actually quite a while into, I had been doing auctions for quite a while. But I first started, man, I can't talk today. I had first started reselling. I went to this auction and nobody wanted this Christmas stuff. It was like in the middle of summer. It was hot. And it wasn't bad Christmas stuff. It was older. Nobody wanted it. And I literally was buying trailers full for $1. Just the whole trailer. We have a pickup, and it probably took us 3 trips to get it home. It was so much stuff. So it was kind of overwhelming. So ever since then, I kind of just stopped. My small town, no, we used to have like a yard sale weekend, and I don't know if they still do it or not. But I think they did it once since I moved here. But I only have about 150 people in my town, so we don't really do that. But the town about 17 miles from me, they have yard sales every weekend. And sometimes we go to that. But our town, not so much. Sometimes there'll be one every now and again, but not really. And like the one the bigger town is like last weekend advertised, which I'm sure there was probably about a few more that weren't advertised, probably about 5 or 6. But the advertised ones, there's only 11, which is okay. I didn't find a whole lot. I did go. Was it last weekend? Yeah. Because we went yard sale. We had a full day. We went yard selling in the morning. We got there about 7:30. Then we went to an auction, and then we were going to go to a thrift store. But the auction lasted so long because nobody was at the auction. Like, nobody. There's might be, like, after the outside stuff got done, there was probably about 30 people, and then, like, 25 people. It was really, like, nobody was there. It was really weird. So, and that's another thing I'm thinking, like, this weekend maybe nobody will be there, too, because, this auction's tonight. Huh. Go to an auction tonight. Do I want to go to an auction tonight? The one with all the holiday stuff? Probably not. I don't know. They have a lot of cool stuff, though. But anyways, the auction took forever last weekend, so we just kind of chilled at the auction. Thankfully, our auction has the auction house we go to. I was right outside of that bigger town next to me. They have a really good concession, so we had lunch there too. Like, really good. They have beer rocks, and they had pulled pork sandwiches, homemade pie. Oh, so good. Probably spent more at the concession stand than at the auction. FOMO. What is that? I don't even know what that is. You got FOMO. Oh, fear of missing out. Yeah, sometimes I do, but like tonight's auction, I don't know, I'm pretty tired still. That last night, just getting home really late took it out of me. I don't know. I usually have a pretty good schedule, and when it gets away from my schedule, I kind of get out of it. But the game, like I said, the game was really fun last night, even though we did lose. But I hadn't been to that stadium, the Kansas City, what's it called? Kauffman Stadium. For, like, I think the last time I went, I was like 8, 9. So it looked a lot different. And it was fun. They had a lot of stuff going on. They have a band before the game. They have, like, a carousel, mini golf, batting cages, a little mini field for the kid, all that stuff for the kids. It was cool. But okay, this one is ready to get listed. And this shirt is really cute, but it has no tag on it. I don't know who made it. It has a size tag and a content, like fabric content where it was made tag, but it has no brand tag on it. It's really cute. And I think this is the way I go. Maybe this is the back. I don't know. Well, I think this is the front. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. That's another thing. I don't know which one's the... Wait. Yeah, I think... No. I don't know which side's front or the back. It's longer on this side, so would that be the back? Would this be the front? I don't know. But it has no brand tag. It does have the size tag, and it's made in the US is what it says. And it has like an SV on top, and it has a style number, but I could not find like the brand. It's cute though. Really soft. Front with the white. You think so? Yeah. That's what I thought too, but it's really cute. It's soft. It's really soft. So I don't know how I'm gonna list it. I'll just use a lot of keywords. So glad tomorrow's Friday. 22. Well, I'll be glad when tomorrow's over. So I'll going to the doctor tomorrow, getting an echo done on my heart for a checkup. So that will be nice to get that over with. But then I have to wait 2 weeks to get, like, review it. So and then I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. I guess it's Father's Day weekend, so might do something. What is everybody doing this weekend? Don't know. Yeah. I just want to relax this weekend. I feel like every weekend I've been just like running around. I need to go to the pool. That sounds fun. Oh, a water park. I wonder if they have adult swimming when that time is. I'll look it up. Let's see. Yeah, we have a water park, and it's usually not very busy, except like right in the middle of the day. But it has like a lazy river. It's not like a huge water park. It's like a lazy river, 2 slides, and a big pool, and like one of those little water run around parks you can run around in. And it's in the town, the bigger town near me. But they used to have adult swimming where it's just adults that could swim. And it was cheap. So that sounds fun. Oh, that will be fun, Nancy. Hello. Where is my stickers at? Huh, let's see. Aquatics. There we go. Okay, let's see. Regular hours. And like it's not very okay, here we go. Twilight swim. Oh. Man. Won't look like they have just the adult swim anymore. Just swim with kids. Which I like kids. Sometimes it's just nice to swim without. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like they used to have the Twilight swims just for the adults, but it looks like they opened them up to the children too. Huh. But it is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 5 to 8, so 3 hours, and it's only $2.50. That's not bad for a water park. I mean, normally it's only $5, so it's really cheap. Oh my goodness, I did. Oh my gosh. Sounds like a late night. Oh, here I am whining about staying up till 1. 3 a.m. That is late. How are you feeling? I know you're having some problems. Feeling better, I hope? Feeling better. My new rabbit diet is helping clean the toxins out. Are you just eating a lot of like salads and stuff? That's good that you're feeling better though. Okay, I'm gonna try to fruits and vegetables. That's good though. I've been trying to eat healthy. Trying to eat no preservatives, like unnatural preservatives, no over processed food, because all foods that you buy is processed, but you know what I mean, like junky food. No dairy. What else is it? No dairy. Lean meat, which is like a natural meat, a couple times a week. And then I was juicing every day, at least once a day, but my juicer broke, so I might buy a new one or get one for my birthday. I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't eat a lot of meat. I have like a really bad, one of my favorite like craving food is a cheeseburger. So every once in a while I have to have a good cheeseburger. But I've been like really cutting the meat out. My husband's not really thrilled with it, but oh well. But once a week he works at a CSA, so we get a lot of veggies and stuff. And fruit, or a lot of veggies and sometimes some berries and things each week, because he works one night there, and it's a crop sharing association, and it's like all natural. It's really good food. So, and it's a big box, so we get that every week, so that cuts down on the cost. But yeah, I like to juice, and I like to eat healthy. And I've been doing this eating plan for about 3 months. I've only lost about 11 pounds, but I've been walking, except today. I've been walking like 4 miles every day. I'm going to try to do a walk tonight, but we'll see. So that's how I've been trying to get healthier. Yeah. I used to be a vegetarian when I was younger, so I get that. I don't know. And then I got married, and he thinks he has to have meat. I could probably survive without meat, but it does make you feel kind of like, especially if you don't eat it very often, then you do eat it, it kind of makes you feel, the best thing I can describe is like it feels like a rock in your stomach, like, I don't know, after you eat it. What does it do? Oh, Poshmark. Yeah, my husband, he's kind of getting on board with it like every once in a while. So, or like we get eggs from the place he works at. So, he's been kind of substituting his eggs with it, which aren't the greatest for you, but it works. But yeah, he thinks he has to have, like when I met my husband, I was a vegetarian. But I wasn't a very healthy vegetarian. I mean, I ate a lot of crap. But yeah, he thinks he needs meat every meal too. But he's getting there where we have quite a bit of meatless meals. It's just cheaper too. So much cheaper not to eat meat. A lot of people say that good veggies are expensive, this and that. But meat's expensive. Like, good meat is expensive. Okay, guess I should figure out how to do this. What are you selling? Sugar is vegan. We've been cutting sugar. That's the other thing we've been cutting out is sugar. It is hard. Like, the only thing, like, I've been drinking my tea without sugar. And if I have a mint tea, I'm okay with it. Coffee, I can't. I have to have. I've been using agave, which isn't any better than sugar, but it's a little bit sweeter than sugar, so you don't have to use as much. But that's like the one thing. And then, like, every once in a while we'll have some frozen yogurt or something. But it's getting rid of sugar is hard. We don't have any like granulated sugar in our house right now. We have honey for my husband's tea when he drinks it because he likes sweet tea, and agave for the creamer I make for coffee. I make a coconut creamer. Are they expensive? They are expensive, but I don't know. I shop at Aldi's mostly, so except for my avocados. I can never get Aldi's avocado. That's a tongue twister. Aldi's avocados to ripen. So I get almost all my fruits and veggies there except the avocados. And then what we get from the farm that my husband works at. Which that takes a lot of the cost away. No Aldi's? That stinks. We're getting a new one. I'm excited. I really like it. And they're getting better with their kind of food they have. Like when I was younger, it was just like junk foodie. They had some good stuff, but a lot of it was junk food. But now they have a lot better food. Yeah, I have that problem when I'm filling up too. What do I do? I eat some I have that problem. I'm eating a lot of seeds and stuff, like sunflower seeds and that kind of thing. But I never feel like I'm full enough. So if I eat like I like kale. It fills me up pretty good. Kale does. I hate this. Every time I take photos, they look great on the camera, but once I get on my computer, they look dark. I don't know what I need to be doing differently. Hi, why not? Yeah, I heard that Trader Joe's is owned by the same people as Aldi. We don't have Trader Joe's here, though. Sometimes I go to like the big town up north of me, and it's about where my husband works. It's about, I don't know, it's about an hour away. Or I have my husband pick stuff up there since he works there, and they have natural grocers, which is expensive. But if you get their brand, I like tea, and I like loose leaf tea. And if you get their brand of like dried loose leaf, it's really cheap. So I always get my tea at Natural Grocers. And what else do I get there? If I'm looking for anything special, but it's, my beets, because there's one place around here that sometimes have them. Nowhere around here has a good quantity of beets for juicing. So I have to get my beets there, which that's like an arm and a leg cost. Maybe that's why. That's probably why. Usually I can edit them and they look fine on the computer, but I don't know. Photo exposure. I'll try that though. Thank you. And I like doing cold brew tea. I like hot tea, but I like doing cold brew because it makes more at once, and then I don't have to make it all the time, or and heat up my house in the summer. I guess I could do sun tea, but cold brew is just as easy. I get a pickle jar. I put all the whatever tea I want in the pickle jar, fill it up with water, and set it in the fridge for about a day, and then it's ready. my goodness. What time is it? 1:38. And is it supposed to rain today? It's 92 degrees, not too bad. And oh my goodness. There we go. Describe. I'm finally putting some more listings on Poshmark. Trying to figure it out. Well, I have 2 listings on Poshmark right now. And yeah, so not very good. But I am trying to put more on there today. A few more. I don't have a lot of clothing yet. I went to get some the other day and I didn't find a whole lot. So no, I live in Kansas. So it's like it's not, it's kind of hard to explain Kansas weather. It's hot and it can be real dry hot, but it's heavy. That's the only way I can describe it. It's a heavy heat. So it's like, but it's not, sometimes it's humid, like when it's getting ready to rain, but it's just, you just feel like you're wading through heat. I don't know if that makes sense. But today it's not really too bad. My biggest problem with Poshmark selling clothes in general is how to describe them, and yeah, like I don't know, especially like when you have like on Posh there's so not a whole bunch of room for a title, so I'm trying to keep it just to the point, I guess. Yeah, Florida's hot. brand names. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Embellishments. I see like everybody sharing everything too, and I'm just like, I was like sitting at the baseball game last night, just trying to before it started, just trying to follow back everybody that had followed me already, but I only got like halfway through it. Yeah, that's what I did, but I was just like, I hadn't done it because I hadn't been doing anything on Posh, so it was like, took me a bit. I'm still catching up. Well, I'm putting the wrong measurement. Well, I figure I'm going to follow people back just because I'm not very into fashion. So to me, it's not like a big deal. I don't really even have a style. I just I just get stuff cheap, wear it till I can't wear it anymore, and then I move on. I mean, I like certain stuff, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know what Vinted, how do you say that? Vinted is. It's a cool name. I put some stuff on Mercari. And then I just kind of, meh. We'll see. Okay. So Mercari was supposed to be something like my husband was going to do with like guy stuff, gaming stuff, you know, stuff like that. I was going to let him, because I thought it would be fun, you know, if he could try kind of get into it. You know, we could spend more, you know, some time together at night doing this kind of, you know, reselling stuff. And just, I thought he would enjoy it if he was, you know, making money at it. He would enjoy it a little bit more, or just kind of get a feel for it. So we bought some stuff that he would have liked to list. And he started doing Mercari, and then he's like, I don't like doing this. I'm like, okay. So, yeah. And I've listed a few things on there, but I haven't sold anything. Oh no. Computer's flashing at me. Yeah, it's like invented. I'll have to look at that. What is it vented? Vinted? I don't know. Might plug it maybe. Here we go. Vented. What is it? Just like a all, you can sell whatever you want on it, or is it specific stuff? Oh, it's clothing. So it's like Poshmark, basically. I never heard of it. Probably will not get into it since I'm just getting into Poshmark very slowly. My plan for Poshmark is to get all this clothing cheaply and just to list it on there. And I'm going to be getting it very cheaply. So really, as long as it sells for, I don't know, a few dollars, I don't care. Like, you know, like $10 minimum, maybe $8. But that's my plan for Poshmark. Is just load it up once I get more clothing, with the stuff that I can source pretty cheaply, but are okay quality, and you know, might be some mall brand, probably mostly mall brands, because that's all I could find around here. It's seriously like we're not fancy. That I can find a lot of mall brands, a lot of like durable clothing, like work clothing and stuff. But that's my plan, and I'm just gonna let it go. Because if I get it cheap enough, I can still make a good money as long as it's cute, you know, and it can sell. I still think I'll be able to make some good money. Yeah, I literally wear my clothing until it is like it cannot be worn anymore, though, because I really don't spend a lot on clothing for myself. I probably spend maybe, depending on what thrift store. If I have like an event to go to, I might go buy something nice. I have like some really nice clothing that I never wear. And then everything else, my everyday clothing, I might spend like total over the year, not even joking, probably $20 on myself because I get them from thrift stores. And I do buy good shoes though. That is one thing I do like. Good shoes. And not like fancy shoes, just comfy shoes. Good quality shoes. So I really don't have like a lot of my own clothing and stuff. I just well, and I personally am like, I'm kind of a messy person. So I don't like buying nice clothing if I know I'm probably going to mess it up. This would be a blouse. Size plus 3X. No. Brand. Ruby. Color. Pink. And oh, tan. Okay, when it says original price on Posh, what do you guys put? Do you guys just leave it as 0? Zero, okay. Probably need a mow. Oh, oops. That always messes me up too, because like I'm always like trying to hit like the period and do like $15.99, and on Posh you can't do that. So it's like I find our little thrift store we have in the community thrift about, there's another town that's smaller west of me that's about 17 miles too, and they have a community thrift. They have a little new with tag section, and they're like, their new with tags are like $2. So that's a good price. I was looking, I didn't find anything really that great though last time. The time before I did, I found some really nice like wool sweaters and stuff, but HQ time. Does anybody play HQ? Or know what HQ is? It's okay. It's weird. It's like a live game show app. So it's free to do, and they have 2 game shows twice a day. One at 2, and I think the other one's at 8 maybe, or maybe it's 6 and then 8 on Sundays. I don't know. And it's a trivia game show. So they just ask questions, and it's live. Like, it has a host, a game show host, and you watch it on your phone. They ask questions. It's usually 12 questions, and they have like, you can win money at it. It's like during the week it's only like $5,000, but like last week they had like something was like sponsoring it. I don't remember what. Sometimes they have sponsors, and one of their jackpots were like 400,000. And like, of course, you split it among whoever wins, and it's worldwide and yada yada yada. But still, it's really fun. I love trivia though. But I mean, I'm not that great at it. So, I think the most I've got is like 7 questions. But it's fun to play. Except the host, the guy host that's on there most of the time, the main guy, he just talks and talks, and he makes words up. Like, it drives me crazy. Like, at the beginning, like, once this question starts, it's not as bad, but I think he's like trying to appeal to like the younger crowd, but it's just annoying, I think. But it's a fun game. But it's just an app. It's just called HQ. Yeah, they start out really easy though, like super easy, and then they get harder and harder as you go. I've never won any money, but I enjoy doing it sometimes. Okay, I think it's ready to list. Oh, 0. Except my crummy photo because I didn't do anything to it. Wash will be blue highlighter. Edit these photos before I upload them. Do you guys use your phone to take photos with? And just like upload them like on the app, or do you use a camera? I use a camera, but I've always used a camera. That's probably why I still use a camera. I know a lot of people use their phone, which I got a phone that has an okay camera. That's why I got the phone, but I just have a hard time, I don't know, getting it right and keeping it charged. I've had a phone before, and I've had this phone for a few months. But before that, I hadn't had a phone, a cell phone, or a smartphone or whatever, for about 3 years. And even then, when I did have one, it was not really a smartphone. And it was when I was over I had a smartphone when I got back to the U.S. for about a few months when I was working a retail job. And then I got rid of it for 3 years because I was always home. So I just have a home phone with my internet. But before that, I had a phone when we were in Korea, but it only got turned on Thursdays because I was a Girl Scout leader. And that's when our meetings were. So in case the parents need to contact me. Because other than that, it was just dead. And it wasn't really a smartphone. It was just a phone. So I really didn't have a phone for 3 years when we were over there. So I'm just not very up to date. Like, it takes me forever to figure out how to call somebody. Like, the other day I had a missed call and I was like looking. I'm like, I cannot figure out how to call somebody back on my phone. Like, it's a phone and I can't figure out how to do it. I know that probably sounds crazy, but I figured it out. It was okay. And my husband, he's a computer guy. But anyways, we ended up getting phones again. And I still have my house phone. But especially out here, nobody can get a hold of me with the cell phone because there's no service. So, and I can take photos with my phone. I'm okay at it, but I never get great photos. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, and my camera's not bad on it because I got the phone because it had an okay camera. But I don't know. I'm just not very technology. It was nice not having a cell phone, though. Nobody could. Okay. Not that people contact me is bugging me, but, you know, sometimes you just want to relax. You don't want people to be messaging you and calling you, because I always feel compelled to answer them back. And people are like, oh, just turn off your phone. And then it just drives me crazy. So it was just so nice not even having that, like, responsibility of having a phone. Eight photos. And everybody's like, how do you, everybody would always be like, how do you not have a phone? It was pretty simple. I didn't have a phone. And it was nice because, and they'd be like, how can you live without one? Like, we used to never have phones. And we got along just fine. But I do say I like having it because if I do have something with my, like, eBay or something, I can answer it more quickly, but then again, oh no, I think my internet's going wonky. Do you guys do flat lays or do you hang up clothing or do you have a mannequin when you guys take pictures of clothes? I think I need that photo. Oh, okay, wait. Go back. Delete. Named Big Bertha and do flat legs. I like that name. All I have is I like hanging them because it's faster. Yeah. But I have like one of the like hanging body form things. I don't know. So when, maybe you can help me with this. What number is this? 44. This is like a blouse with buttons. And it's really, I mean, it's a button-up blouse. But anyways, it's kind of like sheer, and it has like these really sheer parts in it. I don't know if you can see that. Like spots that are like almost completely sheer. So what's that called? Like I don't know if it's like burnout though, because it's not everywhere. It's just like here, 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 here. You know, they're just chunks of it. Yeah, I got I don't use it very often though, because a lot of the stuff I like to sell is like bigger, you know. And she's like the form I have is like really little, so it just falls off. So, and I was doing flat lays, but I really don't have the room. I'd like to go outside sometimes and do them outside, in the sun. So I don't know what to call this. Bye, Nancy. Thanks for joining the chat. Burnout or sheer. Yeah, I did use it. I know this isn't like very professional, but I always put my hand underneath a sheer, something that's sheer, to show that it's sheer. I mean, you could put like something bright, I guess, but I just do it quickly. I'll just put my hand underneath it. Oh. So do you put like a really detailed description, or do you just put like the minimum? What is that? Did you call it wrong? Just the brand, size, color, sleek length, and style if I know it, measurements. Sorry. Some slight wear. The fabric is 56% rayon. Yeah, they don't give you a lot of room for a lot of room for describing too. I mean, they do, but not like as much as eBay does. Hmm. 40%. I am so slow at listing. I don't know how people get so many listings done. I'm just like, oh my gosh. .28 inches. 29 inches. Shoulder to shoulder. 20 inches. What do you do if do you have any that don't? Yeah, I'm like really like pushing it if I could get 15 done. I'm like, yeah, I got 15. And somebody's like, oh, I did 30 some listings. I'm just like, how do you do that? Show me your ways. What was I asked? Oh, I have a shirt. It's really cute. But it doesn't have a brand on it. It has the size, where it was made at, everything, but it doesn't have any brand tag. It was made in the US. I don't know. It's really weird. So I don't know if I should just describe it really good or what I should do with it, but I think that's what I'm going to do, is just describe it really, really well. This is a 24W. Ruby Rose RD. It's like red and maybe tan. Yeah. Yeah, it's really like it's a cute top. It's just I don't know. I don't know why. And it has like initial on the it has SV on the top of like the fabric tag, but I don't know what that means. I looked and looked and looked. I'm like, I'm wasting way too much time on this. I'll just put it up for $15 and call it good. Like, is it? I know I looked at it, but it was like it was S.V. but it didn't look like the same type of stuff. I'll look at them again. And it's made in the US, and it's not like, I'll show it to you. It's right here. Urban Western. Well, maybe. Huh. Well, I'll put SV then. Oh, it's wrong way. Really cute. Cute shirt. I thought it was cute, and for 50 cents, I was like, well, I'll grab it. I don't know. I don't like that they don't have anywhere to put like a SKU or anything on Posh. I'll have to just do it like, I guess at the bottom. Because I will lose an item if I don't put that. I'll be like, where is it at? And of course, I put the wrong number. Oh, well. Let's view that, fix that. was going to be Poshmark highlighter. I really try to keep my highlights separate, for I know just by a quick glance what sites are on. eBay is usually yellow, Etsy's usually pink, unless I lose either one of those and I just use whatever. Because I also write where it's at, and then I'm going to do blue for Posh, I think. Hopefully that will. Yeah. List this item. Okay. Edit listing. That's a horrible photo. It's easier just to look at them and know where it's at. Do. Yeah, I wish my camera had a square photo section, but it doesn't. Like setting, but it doesn't have it. I looked. It's every other kind of setting. Not that kind. Making Father's Day plans. Trying to. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get some tea. Or actually, I'm going to go get some coffee because I'm about ready to pass out. So I'll be back. You're just going to see my lovely, messy office. So this is my dog, Bubba. He's my Chiweenie. Hi, Bubba. He's scared. He never gets to come in this room. You're a good boy, aren't you? Are you a good boy? Yeah. Let's see. He's a sweetheart. He's a Chiweenie. He has a really long body and really short legs, don't ya? Yeah. You ready to go back out? You're like, why am I in here? Let me see. Let me see it, huh? Yeah. Boo. Yeah. Bubba don't like you being away from him, does he? And this is Kimchi. He's a, yeah. Hi, Kimchi. He's a min pin. He's the older one. He's about 8. Yeah, you good boy. Yeah. Yeah, you're Kimchi, aren't ya? Are you a Kimchi? What's Bubba misses you, yeah. Okay, come on, let's go. Here, come on, let's go. Go get Bubba. Those are my babies. Okay, got the coffee. Probably the weakest coffee ever, though, because I was almost out of coffee this morning, so I had to make do. Yeah, my dogs, they're a mess, that's for sure. Kimchi we got when we were in Korea. That's why his name's Kimchi. And we got him as a puppy. And he's about 8. And then Bubba, we actually picked up at a laundromat. We were doing laundry because something was... Why were we doing laundry at a laundromat? Something must have been wrong with our washer or dryer or something. And this lady had 2 Chiweenies, and she only wanted the girl. She had gotten from a guy, and the guy's like, oh, you have to take both. And she just wanted the girl, so she gave us the male. Well, both of them had kind of rough starts. Kimchi, when we got him, he had a really, really bad lung infection, and he was sick. Oh my gosh, he was sick. So we had to get that treated. And then after that, he ended up, and it's like it's not like, it's not mange. They found out it wasn't mange. It was like a skin condition, actually, that like was hereditary or something in his genes. So he just has to stay on ivermectin for basically ever. But like he doesn't have problems with it now. But the good thing is HeartGard is ivermectin, so I just give him HeartGard. And then Bubba, when we got Bubba, about a week after we got him, or not even that long, a couple days, we found out he had parvo. Actually, we didn't. We went and got him tested, and he tested negative, they said, but it was a new test, and they messed it up, they said. But and he was still sick, so we took him back, and he ended up having it, but he pulled through it. I think the vet felt bad for saying that he was negative, and then he ended up having it because he had to stay at the vet for like 3 days or 3 or 4 days. It only cost us like $130. So, but they pulled through. They both pulled through. They're both healthy now, except Bubba's allergic to. So, like, Bubba's allergic to. He likes staying outside a lot, so he's always staying outside, and like anywhere there's bugs and fleas and everything outside, and we dust our yard and stuff, and they're on flea meds, but if one bites him, he gets a reaction to it, and they have to, when you put your dogs on flea meds, the fleas usually have to bite the dog to die, so it doesn't really counteract that part of his reaction. So But other than that, they're a mess. That's what they are. But they're so cute because they kind of have the same markings. So I told my husband, now we just need to get an actual, like a bigger dog. That way we could have, three, one a little bit bigger with the same markings. But we do not need another dog. I'm just joking. I hope you don't get me another dog. We have enough animals. But they're usually not allowed no animals are allowed in my office. Or in my office, or we have a dining room right out here. They're not allowed in there. They're only allowed in the back part of the house and outside. That way I don't have to deal with hair and anything. Okay, I'm going to list that pretty frontal lace thing. Let's see. Oh, this is so weak, this coffee. But it's and the coconut cream I use, or the coconut milk I use for the creamer, tastes a little different than what I usually use. But those dogs, they are my babies. Oh my goodness. I love those dogs. But they are very protective of me. That's the only they're very protective of me. Downfall from them. Like when I'm not around, they could care less, but they're very protective. Kimchi's, he's getting older. He doesn't really care as much, like at all. But Bubba is still kind of protective. Plus, Bubba's just he's kind of a skittish dog. He's always been that way, though. And I've tried to, like, put him around stuff that he's kind of scared of a little bit at a time to make him less scaredish. Man, this dog, he's scared of the broom. I don't know why. I've, never threatened him with the broom or anything. He's just scared of it. Like I was cleaning floors today. I was sweeping the floors like in the dining room, and they can kind of see in the dining room because there's a gate up. And he saw me get the broom, and he literally ran and went underneath the bed. Like, I don't know. He does not like the broom. Yeah, that would make sense if they were blind. He's not blind. He's just a scaredy cat. That's what he is. And so my husband used to be in the military, and when we lived in Korea, he was active, so he was doing it every day, but we didn't have Bubba, we just had Kimchi. But when we got back to the States, he was reserves, so he'd only have to be in uniform, once a month, usually. So when he would put his uniform in and come into the room, Bubba would go nuts. He did not like it. He did not. It's like he didn't know who it was. He didn't like them in the house. They needed to get out. He did not like it at all. It was crazy. I had never seen him do that before. He did not. And every time, he did not like that uniform. It was crazy. So he just didn't. I wonder what size of sleeves these are. Probably 3/4, maybe. I don't know. Three-quarters of sleeve. Yeah, I might say 3/4. I don't know. He doesn't like change, I think. And he'd be so used to seeing him without it that when he had it on, he didn't know really but you think he'd be used to his smell. I don't know. It was strange. He did not like it. Maybe it was his boots, so maybe he didn't like the sound of the boots. I don't know. He was just like, And we tried to get him used to it, but he didn't. He had none of it. He didn't want anything to do with it. Pit to pit measurement 22 and backlink. So what are you doing this weekend? I don't know what I'm doing. We might go see family. There's a big festival going on in Council Grove, the town that way of me, called Washunga Days. It's like their it's I don't know. It's just a festival, but it's it's held every year, third week of June. I didn't remember them ever having buttons. Washunga Day, here I'll read what it is. Washunga Day is an annual festival that celebrates the culture, both past and present, of Council Grove, showcasing the city and all of its amenities. Council Grove was a very big trading post, and back a long time ago, a lot of history, a lot of Native American settlements around that area, and it's a lot of history. I think they have a big powwow. The Kaw Nation has a big powwow that they do every year during Washunga Days. It's just a big deal there, but I don't know if we'll make it. We might go. I think they might be having I want to go if they're having a dance, on the night they're having a dance, because I want to go dancing. I really, really want to go dancing. And I don't know if they have it at this one, but I love a good street dance. Love it. So I'm gonna see if they have a street dance. I grew up doing street dances like on Labor Days and stuff, and I love them. We just never get to go. There is a big flea market going on, but I bet I might go because one of my friends has a booth just to see her and hang out with her. But I bet everything else is going to be pretty pricey. What is it? Let's see. But yeah, there's a lot of history in that area. It's really kind of a cool, here we go, schedule of events. I might not be able to dance, but I like doing it. Like when I was in college, that's all we did was go out and dance. Like the first semester, I had straight A's because I didn't know anybody. Second semester, not so much because we just did karaoke, we danced. Like the only days we weren't out doing something was like Monday and Tuesdays for our recovery days. But there's a mechanical bull on the River Rock. That would be fun. And they have a little carnival every year. Oh, they have a pinup contest. Ooh, la pinup. No, thank you. I won't be doing that. Well, let's see. They do have a stage, so I'm assuming you could dance in front of the stage. That sounds fun though. I just like it when they like cut off the whole block and you can just dance and have so much fun and it's so great. Button swim. Food vendors. I wonder if they have good food vendors there. Yeah, it's a big deal though for this area. Last weekend was another little smaller town festival days. But they close it at like tonight or Friday. It closes at they're gonna have music Friday, and it closes at midnight. So that's not bad. I don't know. We'll see. But you have to buy the button, which is $15. It's a lot for a small town festival. But I think they're going to be having some yard sales. So I was going to look at that. I don't know why. I doubt if I'm going to go. I'm probably going to go see my dad, hopefully. And then this weekend, Council Grove. What's it? Republican maybe? Or yeah. Republican. Their newspaper. There we go. Oh. Somebody canceled. One of the bands already canceled. Oh. That's too bad. Okay, let's see. We want to go to classifieds. Man, this is what happens. I get sidetracked. Ugh. Let me just list. Oh my goodness, I do. It's like, oh, let's see what's happening now. And then it's just like, eh. Why is it not working? Okay. Okay, this would be a medium. No. Color. Do pink. And tan. 0. I don't know how much to list that no name. Probably like 15, 16. Do 16. Oh, and the number. This listing was almost done, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go look at this. It's horrible. Horrible at that. Next. Yeah, I get so sidetracked. I don't know how. That's probably how people list more, because I don't get sidetracked. I have distractions and stuff, but I do. Okay, so I'm going to go back to see how many crutch cells are going on. Ears ringing. I want to get a lot done today because I'm not going to be able to get too much done tomorrow, because I have to go to the doctor. I'm sick of going to the doctor. And they're going to do there's a bake sale and lemonade stand. Man, that sounds good for what after the Washunga Day parade. Cinnamon rolls, chocolate chip scones, dinner rolls, pecan and apple pie, monkey bread, coffee cake, cheddar garlic bread, honey oatmeal bread, flower crowns, and photos. Ooh, a flower crown. Get a flower crown. I think that like the things that they sounds delicious. But yeah, I'm going to a doctor tomorrow to get an echo done on my heart. But this is just crazy. I went in for my appointment, and you would think being a heart cardiology department or whatever in the hospital, they would have that equipment there. No. You have to make another appointment with radiology or whatever to get the echo done. Then you have to make another appointment to go back over the results. And it's just like, this all could have been done in one day. They have to like drag it out. I hate it. And I didn't even want to go. Like, I don't know. But at least it'll get done. Nothing's wrong. I have to have them done every so often because I had heart surgery when I was little. So it's just a checkup. They just wanted to, and I haven't had one done since I've been back to the U.S. The last one I had done was in Korea. So my doctor wanted me to get a cardiologist, get going to one and familiar with one just in case, if I ever needed one. But it's just like they just have to drag it out. It's like this could have all been like when I was in Korea, man, they know how to do it. They was just like bam, 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 done. It was great. They're like, oh, you need this? We'll put you next in line. They did it. Put me next in line for the doctor. The doctor looked at it, said, oh, you're good to go. I was done in a day. It was nice. But I'm not really like, she just wanted me to, basically it's just to kind of get in there and get familiar with the cardiologist, get stuff on record, get a record started, because I don't have any of my records from Korea. Just in case. Because, I went, and when I did go, the doctor wasn't even there to see his assistant because he had an emergency or something, which is fine, but she asked me if I had any problems. I'm like, no. She's like, well, just do the echo. You have to, and they wouldn't even let me, this thing, they won't let you make that appointment. They put in a request and they have to call you. I'm just like, this is complicated. This is why I haven't been to the doctor. So complicated. Yeah, it was nice in Korea. They just like boom, 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 boom. But they also see a lot more patients. The doctor I went to, he was a really good one in Korea, but he's seen like 60 patients a day. Like they had it down to like a science on how to rotate everything where you could review stuff. It was all electronic. And then when it wasn't, this was cool. I hadn't seen it. I'm sure the bigger hospitals used to have it around here or still do. They have these like tracks on the ceilings that have boxes. And so when it wasn't like electronic copy they had sent, they would put the files in there and you'd see the boxes moving all over the ceiling going to the doctor offices. It was pretty awesome. With people's files in it. Yeah. But they really like to drag it out here. You know, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but it kind of feels like it's just a way for them to make more money. I mean, they can charge you more if you have 3 appointments and not just 1. Yeah. It was cool, though. And like I would rather do it all in one day because I don't have a car. I had a car, the engine blew. I had it for 2 weeks and and the engine blew. It was not good. But I still have it. I'm going to probably replace the engine in it. But I don't have a car right now that I can use. So I have to like work around my husband's schedule, and he works an hour away. So we always have to do him like way out in advance where he can work from home that day or something. And I can have the car or whatever. But thankfully he has a job he can work from home sometimes. It's just a mess. Because, yeah. Yeah, I really like the car. I mean, it's an old junky car, but it's a little Geo Metro convertible. It's so cool. It's orange, and I really, really want to put a new engine, like get an engine for it, because it's just so cool. They only made the convertible for like 2 years, I think. And I don't have kids right now, so it's perfect for just me. And I like little cars. So hopefully I will get a new engine in it soon. I can help. Plus it's orange. It's just cool. It's just me. And like it has some problem. Like it's old. It's an older car. I think it's 90. Not super old, but for a car. It's fun to drive, that's for sure. I don't drive much though, so it was fun for me to get back driving, because when I just haven't drove very much like in a while. When you don't have a car, it's kind of hard to drive around. But also when we were in Korea, I was not driving in Korea. There was no way. There are way too many big buses and small roads, and it was crazy driving over there. Plus, they haven't had stoplights for very long, so a lot of people didn't even follow the lights. They had them for like maybe 7 years. When we had got there, they've had stoplights, which sounds like a long time, but a lot of people still did not follow them. And the buses always have the right of way, just because you don't want them. Those drivers are very talented, and they do not care. And our road It was a two-way street, but it was the size of a small one-way street. Like, just, it was so little. And people parked on it. And we ended up getting a little Kia Pride car when we were over there. It was a fun little car to drive around, but it lasted us till like 2 weeks till we were ready to leave, and then it broke down. We just junked it because it was just a cheap car. I really liked being over there, though. It was fun. A lot of fun. Oh, yay. I have 5 listings on Posh. Yay. Let me get some more up. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I think it's just UCP fines. I think. Let me see. UCP fines. Yep. UCP fines, all lowercase. This tag looks like it got chewed on. Washing machine ate it. I don't know if Fashion Bug does good anymore. Like, it's not even around. So I thought maybe it'd do okay. Since they're all closed down for a long time. I don't know. It's like velvety shirt. Yeah. It's really big too. I mean, it's a bigger size. 26, 28. Nice size. Probably about my size, actually. Not that I need a velvet shirt. Yeah. I don't think it has any more. It's weird, though. It feels weird. I don't think I could wear something like that. Yeah, that's what I usually look at is plus size clothing. And then I'll start looking at the other sizes, but I usually start there. All my shirts I got for 50 cents, I think. I don't think any of them I paid more than 50 cents for this time. Which is good because I'm cheap. How much do you guys pay for clothes, or how much do you pay for clothing? Like, what's your max? Because I know I'm cheap, so I'm sure everybody has a. Plus, I'm just new to clothing, so I don't want to spend a whole lot. But I'd like to know what the max is. Yeah, it tells you how much you get. One day I'm going to get a nice lighting kit when I'm not so cheap. Right now I use automotive lights on tripods. Junk tripods that I find, usually cheap or for free. And a shower curtain for the backdrop. Or they're not automotive, they're shop lights. They're like $5 at Walmart. And I use daylight bulbs. Max no more than $3. Yeah. Sometimes at Salvation Army I get their stuff half off. When they have like shirts and tag half off. And they're about $1.50, I think, to $2 I'll spend on some of theirs. I actually, I'm doing Poshmark with women's clothing, but I really, truly like, when it comes to clothing, I like selling men's clothing better because I find it more interesting because I like getting the vintage racing shirts and concert shirts, which to me aren't really men's clothing. It's more unisex. You know, anybody can wear them, and I like that because it goes to a bigger audience. I feel like I like doing t-shirts and stuff. Yeah, I used to not have a lighting kit, or not a lighting at all. I used to just do it with natural light, and my photos looked awful because I don't get a lot of natural light. But I've got some of these, and they work okay sometimes. Oh. I have a huge pile of clothing back here that needs washed or stain treated. This is cool. I got this the other day. I think it's a kid's though. I did pay $1 for this at a community thrift, but it has a spot on it, so I'll have to see if I can get it off. But I think it's a kid's. I think because it's a large and it's pretty small. It's really cool though. It's vintage, color block. I like vintage clothing. Color block. Yeah, I know some people do men's, but I feel like Posh has a bigger women's market maybe. And I just do men's on eBay when I do it. I'm really a hard goods seller, and I'm just trying to diversify into clothing. But this is cute. Color block. It has a spot here. But I think it's a kid's because it's a large. I don't think that looks really little. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It's funky, though. I like funky. Funky. This, I want to get well, okay. So, I think I've showed this before, but this is funky. I have the pants that go with it, too. And I love this jacket. There's a spot on it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it down here. Very small, little, like, dirt spot that, like, they rubbed against, like, I don't know, a dusty truck or something. I absolutely love this jacket. So I'm having a really hard time getting rid of it because this is kind of my style. Not like, I don't know, like I have a jacket that's kind of similar to this that I wear that has brooches all over it, but I don't wear them zipped up. I wear them open, and I don't know. It's so funky. I paid $1 for this and the pants at an auction. They had them at an auction. I couldn't believe it. There's the pants. So, but I probably should list. I don't need it. I have a cool jacket that I've dolled up, but I just have piles everywhere. It's driving me crazy, though. I like being organized, but I am like the most disorganized person ever. And messy. I'm messy. So I know you do storage auctions. What do you do with the stuff that you don't sell? Like anywhere? Do you just throw it away? Do you donate it? Yard sell it and just donate it. What's a good method? I usually just, it depends what it is. Sometimes I'll just throw it away. And then I try to donate stuff, but we live so far out that I usually like put it in the truck and then it sits there and it never gets donated. I need to get better at actually taking it in and donating it. But if anything metal that I can't sell, I put in a box because I have a mini metal boxes in my garage that I scrap. I'll take to the scrapyard. Not a whole lot of money, but every bit helps. I used to scrap. Actually, before I started reselling, I was scrapping metal and TVs, and I would open all these electronics and appliances and scrap all this metal. So I still kind of have that need, I guess, to not. I don't throw away metal. Like if it can be scrapped, I'll scrap it. It's money just sitting there. Yeah, I like scrapping. I mean, I know it's kind of it's recycling. Plus, you get paid to do it. Like, even if it's a little bit, that's a little bit of money I didn't have. And if I'm going to town already, I will say though, scrapping like when I was scrapping like TVs and that kind of stuff, a lot of time. It takes a lot of time, and it's unless you do a lot in bulk, it's not worth it. But it was fun to learn how to do it and not shock yourself. But yeah, it's a good little. I think if you have any you get any quantity of stuff, random stuff like storage or just auctions, it's a good little side money to scrap what you can. Plus, like even people give us like a little bit of metal here and there now because they know I just collect it in my shed until I get enough, and then I'll go scrap it. I might try this one on this because it's only an XL. This is pretty. I like it. pants keep falling down. I think I haven't lost like a lot of weight, but I think that I lost last time I went like 11 pounds, and some of my pants are getting kind of loose, which is good. I mean, but then that means I have to buy new pants. But you don't like biting clothing. Green colors, teal, green colors. I can never get them right, ever. There we go. That looks better. Willow Bay. I've never heard of that brand before. Oh, and of course my batteries have to die. One thing I don't like about this camera is it takes 4 AA batteries. Thankfully, they make rechargeables. Hi, Flippin' Hustler. How are you doing today? I'm just working, taking photographs of clothes, which you all know is my favorite thing to do. This office has a light and it has no electric outlets whatsoever. So everything has to be ran in heavy duty extension cords for my dining room. Crazy. Crazy, I say. But I think this house was built, well, on record, which it was moved here, so who knows how long before it was built in 1890. And this part, I think, used to be another office, or used to be some kind of office for something, because it has a door coming from the porch. Just this room has a door coming from the porch, and then the main house has a door. So I don't know if they just didn't put electric in here because back then they didn't need electric for the office, or what. Oh, you were working at the farm? Yeah. It's always nice to go out and work out in the country. I feel like it's always good to get some fresh air. So my husband, he works at a farm once a week, and he loves it. You have a good day. I'm probably going to get off here pretty soon. I need to take the dogs out and eat something since I haven't had lunch yet. That's cute. Good enough for me. Oh. But yeah, I'm being pretty boring today, just working. Work, work, work. I got a really, really late start. Okay, I think that's all the clothing I'm going to do today because I'm done with it. I don't like clothing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I did get this, I hauled this yesterday, and I did get it to work, so that's great. It had some corrosion on the battery terminals, but all I did was get some alcohol pads, like those, or you can just use regular rubbing alcohol, but I used the little wet wipe things, and I just stuck them in there for a little bit and then cleaned them off and put batteries in it and turned right on. Yeah, I have about 3 hours. I'm going to end here pretty quick, probably about 15 more minutes. Do a 3-hour show because I have stuff to do. I have to take the dogs out and all that fun stuff, and get some food and then get back to work probably. But I really like going live. It's a lot easier than uploading videos. And I actually do it. Like when I do videos, sometimes I don't upload them. I just forget. And then when I realize I have to upload them, it's been a while. And So it's a lot easier. But this is a cool calculator. I paid 50 cents for it. Has the original price tag for $100. And one sold with the case, which I do not have the case. What is that? There's something in it. Without the case, or one sold with the case for $50. So, and one's listed without the case for $50 right now. So I'm thinking I can get, I'll probably list mine a little bit lower since it does have that wear on the battery terminals. But I mean, it turns on, it works. So I'll probably do like 45, 42. See if I can get it moving with shipping. I won't do free shipping. So I thought that was a good thing. I saw it and I'm like, man, this just looks like something I need to get for 50 cents. So that's what I'm going to be doing next is hard goods. Photograph a few of them before I can get some. I'm working on Poshmark right now for clothing because I need to. Okay, I don't like clothing that much, but I'm trying to sell it. My goal on Poshmark is just to list a lot of clothing. I mean, a lot of clothing on there and just let it sit, sell stuff cheap, get it moving. Because I don't pay much, 50 cents for clothing, usually maybe $1 at the most, and just flip it. And I just want it as an extra income, you know. But I'm not, since I can't find a lot of like high brands and stuff here, that's my goal. It's just to get a lot listed on it and just sell them at a good price. You know, $10, $15, $16, because that all adds up. Then I got these Pro Clips. I think they're new. And I think I can get 15 for them. So that will be good to list. I'll list that today. Or take pictures of that. Maybe that. I think I might be good. I'll put these up, though. I need to clean my office. It's a mess. I got a lot of stuff I need to do. I keep pushing it off. That's why I need to clean. I have a lot of stuff everywhere. I have piles of crap. And it's not really like, it's not like death, but it's like my inventory that I just got, you know? So I need to put it in I have totes over there that I store extra inventory. That's where it needs to go until I get to it. But I don't know. I haven't got to that far yet. Maybe that's what I'll do this afternoon is clean. Probably not, though. Hate cleaning. I did clean my house the floors of my house this morning. Since I woke up so late, I woke up at like 11. I usually wake up at 7:30, but we got home so late last night because we went to a Royals game, a baseball game up in Kansas City, which is about 2 hours away. And so we went up there. They didn't win, but it was fun. But then it took us forever to get home. I don't know why. I think my husband was taking a detour route or something because he thought it'd be quicker, and it was not. So we didn't get home till after midnight, and I was exhausted. So no. They are They are, I don't think they're LED. Let's see what they're called. They don't get very hot on the bulb part. They are, well, they are LED. But they say LED lamp, but they are, I think it's really hard to get ones that aren't LED now. They are, they don't hurt my eyes that much because they are, well, they're not fluorescent. They're that, what are they called? They're daylight. Daylight. They're really nice white light. Like, they're not that yellowy color. Yeah, they are the LED daylight bulbs. That's what they are. They're really nice. I like them. They cost, I get the cheap, like, Walmart brand or whatever brand. I broke my lamp. God. Let me tell you. But anyways, I get the off brand of them, and they're like $2.72 or something each, so they're a little bit more expensive. But I really enjoy them. And I use I don't have a lighting kit. My kit, or my lights, well, this one's all banged up, but I get these automotive, well, they're shop lights in the automotive, like, you can get them at Walmart or any, like, hardware store. They're like $5 to $6. And I use old tripods I don't use anymore, and I just clip them on. Works for me. Yeah, they're nice bulbs, but you can get like a 4-pack, I think, for like $10. I like them. Sometimes I still get dark photos, but I think it's just my camera settings, so I have to play around with that. But I like the daylight because it doesn't hurt my eyes. Because like if I do fluorescent, I can't talk. I hear things bugging me. Fluorescent lights, I get really bad migraines. So I try to stay away from them. And then like these tripods, you can get now a lot of places like yard sales and stuff. I find them for like $1, or sometimes people give them to me like, oh, here you go, I'm getting rid of this. You want it? Yeah, because then I can use it for my lights. I used to use the tripod when I took photos, but I don't do it, and I just hang it around my neck and go. I don't remember where I got this camera from. This is an old camera, but huh. Where did I get this camera? Oh, I know. I got it at Ben's. That's not the camera I use. My camera. Where's my camera at? I'm always losing it. That's the problem. I just had it. Literally, I just had it. Oh, it's underneath these clothes. I have a case for it, and I try to store it in the case, but I don't. I'm so unorganized. I got this camera. I don't use my phone. I use just a regular camera. It's a 20.1 megapixels. And I got it refurbished from the Walmart site. But so it was like originally like $100 and some, like $170 or $80 some. I don't know. It was a lot. It cost quite a bit of money, brand new. But I got this one refurbished for like $80 because I was looking for a nice camera. And it's just a simple one-shot type camera. No, it has zoom and stuff. It's not really fancy. But it came with a 2-year like warranty on it. So plan. You could get a plan on it. And for refurbished, I was like, that's a great deal. So I got that. I've used it for about 1.5 years or maybe 2 years by now. There is only one thing. The dial kind of gets stuck sometimes. So I have to decide if I want to send it in quickly because my 2 years is almost up and get it fixed, or I just deal with it like I have been and have it because I won't have a camera if I send it in. But I started off using like a small, tiny 8 megapixel camera before I got this to get better photos. And I really like it. I got a good deal on it. But then I've been picking up these like older digital cameras because I heard somewhere they do okay. I don't know how true that is. Who knows? But I'll have to test them out. I don't think this is the kind that does okay, though. I think it's like the smaller ones. But that's the thing. I hear like, oh, this brand is great. This kind does great. And it does great for some people, but not everyone. So I'm just like, that trip last night really wore me out. I'm just exhausted from it. I think it's just because I got so off my normal daily routine that I'm just like, ugh, dragging now. And like, I don't know. I didn't even get my walk in this morning. I'll have to do it tonight. I need to go on a walk. But it's almost 4 o'clock. I guess maybe I should just wait and eat supper and not eat anything. I'm hungry though. I need to find the other piece and clean it up. I want to get that listed today too. I can find it. I can find it. Where are you? There it is. I cleaned this today. It is grimy. I don't know how to test this. I don't know if you can test this, but some of them are selling for like $24, and I really, really want to get it listed today. So I need to clean it. It's really cool. But I don't know where they're there. I don't know. It's a telephone protector. It's really cool. And it's porcelain, ceramic bottom. I really like it. I don't know why. I just kind of like industrial looking stuff. Anyways. So, yeah. It's heavy though. And costs a bit to ship. I'm just going to sell it as untested because I really don't know what it's supposed to do. I know what it is, but I don't know what it's supposed to do. supposed to protect your telephone, duh. Right? Then I have this one, but it's not worth very much. It looks cooler though. But it's only worth about $5. This is a telephone protector. An old one. It has ceramic, like old. Somebody was redoing their electric and they ripped this out and gave it to me. So it's pretty old. I think it was in a box, like in a metal box, maybe. I'm not sure though. Yeah, that's what I thought, steampunk. That's why I was going to do this. But this is not worth very much. But it has a lot of copper on it. Like, these are both copper. I know you can't really see it in the photo. And they're just screwed in. So I'm thinking about taking those out if I don't sell it and scrapping it. Not that it's going to be worth very much, but copper-wise, but I'll just throw it in my pile of scrap that I have till I get enough. But that's like if I have nothing better to do, which is rare. So what are you doing this weekend? Anything fun? Probably didn't go see my... Hopefully you'll go see my dad and my husband's family. And then... flux capacitor. Yeah, there we go. Well, I think I am going to head off because I've been on for 3 hours. Are you going to go live? You said something about going live. If you are, I guess I will see you in the chat. So I will see you later. Bye. See if I can actually hit this in stream by show. There we go.